Hey, what's going on? It's Rick, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a Bluetooth headset, something that you can basically take phone calls on or you can listen to music to, then I'm going to show you one today that comes in at a really affordable price. This comes from UTech Smart, and it's called the Hopday. I'm going to link to it in the description down below. It's affordable because at the time of this video, it's coming in for about $19.95, so under $20. Again, I'll link to it in the description down below. Comes in a real simple kind of brown box, as you see right there. And then inside of that box, you are going to get a very, very small user manual. I mean, it really only talks to the basics about this thing, what you can do with it, the different buttons, how to pair it, stuff like that. It pairs pretty quickly, I gotta say. You're also going to get a charging cable, which is micro USB on one end and USB on the other for that Bluetooth headset. And by the way, it incorporates an 80 mAh battery within it. So UTech Smart is claiming that you're going to get about 150 hours of standby time and then about 8 hours of talk time. Inside of the box, you're also going to get a number of replacement kind of earpieces so you can fit this to your liking to do what is comfortable for the fit. And then here is the headset itself. Now, the cord is of decent length. Again, you can either put this in front of you, or what I prefer to do is kind of put the cord behind your neck. And you are going to notice that these earpieces are a little bit bigger. They're not heavy, I will say, so it doesn't feel like it's weighing you down, but they certainly are a little bit larger in their size. And I would say in the gym, if you're going to be in there for a while, you're doing cardio, you're running, you're sweating a lot, these could have the tendency to slip a little bit out of position depending upon your ear size. So that's the only concern that I've got there. Insofar as phone calls go, no problem with the quality of taking calls on this, either in being able to listen to what's being spoken or to be able to speak and have other people hear you clearly. So the pickup of the audio is just fine. You've got volume controls along the side of this. However, when I did this with my iPhone 6s Plus, I don't use the volume controls on here. I use it on my phone. Of course, with it being Bluetooth, you don't have to really worry so much about doing that. You can do it right on the device itself. And then, of course, you've got the ability to click this along the side to take phone calls, to pause, to do things like that. So you've got all your functionality built in. The light along the side, right by where it says Hopday, is going to turn on when it's in use. It's also going to flash red and blue when it goes through that pairing mode. And as far as sound quality goes on these, I'll talk about music for a minute here. You know, for $19.99 or under $20, it's definitely acceptable. I would say that you're going to get a decent level of bass coming out of these, nothing earth-shattering, but I do find these to be a little bit warmer in the sound. So the highs are a little bit buried underneath a little bit of muddiness in the noise. It's nothing too terrible, but again, what are you going to expect at the under $20 price point? So you get a decent sound stage, I would say. Your highs, not so much. The mids are definitely there, and the bass or the lows are there as well. So for the price point, you really can't complain, but it's certainly not something that is horrible in my opinion. The only other thing that I did notice when I was using this is a little bit of latency, maybe a half a second. So what I mean by that is if I was listening to audio and I would go to skip a song or I would go to pause, the time from pressing the button to the response on my phone was maybe about a half a second later. So very, very slight latency. But, you know, again, considering the price point, and you can compare these to other Bluetooth headsets out there that are going to run you in upwards of $100 and more, it's not that bad for about $20. The sound is there for what you would expect, and again, it's a good set of headphones if you just want something to throw in a bag, take with you, and get some good quality out of it. It's by UTech Smart. It's called the Hopday. I'll link to it in the description down below. And if you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, please feel free to let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter at metagamers. If you like the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more content. I will catch you guys next time.